Page 12, you've got male. 4/4 time, 2 sharps were in the key of D major. Make sure you can do the D major scale at least 1 octave up and down. If you can go 2 octaves, that's better. Right hand first, let's check the fingerings, notes, and the rhythms. Just real careful here. Starting out with here, so you're here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and then that goes on that way for the rest of the line. Measure 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now it's a 3 and then a 4. We just changed hand positions. So again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and it's a C natural. And you hold that out forever and then we go to measure 9. Now I'm playing everything connected right now. We'll do these staccatos later. Just connect them for now. Measure 9. That chord, it's an E, an F sharp, and an A. Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and you'd go on for that for the rest of the line. And then measure 13, that line is similar to the second line. Let's go over to measure 17 on page 13. A lot of numbers there in there. 2, 4 here. So you ended page 12 here. You just reach up and 2, 4. 2. And then use your thumb as a pivot and cross over 2, 4 again. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2, thumb comes down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and during the rest come up. 1 and 2 and 3. Again, the rhythm if it's throwing you. The first beat is 2 8 notes, 1 and, 1 and then the 8th rest comes on 2. 1 and 2. So you're quiet on 2, but then you got an 8th note on the end of 2. 1 and 2 and 3. So the quarter note is on 3. And then you do that again, 2, 4, just like you did before. So measure 25. This is the same as you had before, but an octave higher. It's an E, an F, and an A. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. At the very end, last measure, it is an F sharp and a D way up here. That's above the second ledger line, above. Here. 1 and 2 and 3. You can do it 1 5 or 2 5 or something. Left hand. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 and cross over third finger. It's like doing a scale. It is like a D major scale. And then measure 5. 1 and 2 and. Careful on that. Be accurate. The quarter note's on 1. Then the 8th note's on 2, 8th rest, excuse me, and the 8th note's right after it. 1 and 2 and get off of it, it's a short note. And the next measure, 1 and 2 and, same rhythm, different notes, and then come down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. You do that some more. Over on page 13, start with measure 22. You're here. 1 and 2 and then it's an A. Just come up a little bit. A, G. That's the chord. So rhythm, measure 22. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. I got the same rhythm going on quite a bit. Next measure, 1 and 2 and 3. And finally you get some quarter notes at the end rather than a rest. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Put the hands together. This should be interesting. Again, I'm still connecting everything. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. See the second measure. 1 and 2 and 3. They're right after each other. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2. Right when you play the second quarter note, the left hand comes up. Put it right back down again. 1 and 2 and 3. So it's 1, 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 1 and then measure 9. 1 and 2 and. It's like the first line up there almost. And that's really the whole piece for the most part. As far as rhythm goes, the notes might be a little different, but that's basically the rhythm and how the hands fit together. So once you have a handle on that, take it at any speed you need to, but get rid of any hesitations you may be having. The beat needs to be steady. It can go really, really super slow if you need to, but the beat needs to be steady. So work on those spots and get rid of the hesitations. And once you kind of got that under your fingers, then we add in these slurs and staccatos. Well, in the right hand you got slurs, and then second measure staccato. Nice short staccato. Left hand, it has LH legato, means left hand legato, which means the left hand is connected. Connect all these. So at the beginning it's here. Now keep in mind, in the right hand, that D is not staccato. It's just an eighth note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2. Measure 5, both hands are staccato, and I'm using wrist staccato here. Measure 7 and 8. That eighth note is not staccato, so be sure, don't cut it short. That's not what's written. Leave it a. Okay, measure 9. Go on. See, in this, I'm lifting this up right when I play that. So 1 and. The first line works the same way. Just lift that up as you play that. Really, what this part we just did is pretty much it for the piece. It's rather repetitious as far as the rhythm goes. But just to be clear, let's go to the top of page 13. To measure 17, you're here. So you connect this, but this at the same time. Now they're saying lift up, and you can do that and still pivot. Just lift up and separate them. I'm guessing he did that to help you because you can't really connect that very well, but in the left hand, that's an F sharp there. And at the end, the last measure, staccato and an accent. Ba-bum. You need to get kind of comfortable with that, so you're not thinking too much about the articulation and the notes and all that. And then try adding the dynamics. Mainly for the right hand. Keep the left hand in the background. Moderately loud, whatever you think that is. I'd keep the left hand maybe moderately soft here. And then measure 5, you're going to go up to loud. There. And then come back down. And then as you, this part, the left hand fades away. I mean, the right hand fades away by itself. The left hand needs to, even though the left hand might be moderately soft to start, it needs to go back down maybe all the way to very soft. So try and do the dynamics a little bit. You can do the same thing on the last or the bottom line there. Measure 13, you swell up. Fade away. And then measure 17, you back up to moderately loud in the right hand. It's soft. It's like an echo. Then on measure 23, you're going to swell up again. That, and it's an accent too. And then fade away. Now you're loud. You can come up the left hand to about a moderately loud. See, the problem is when you're down here and you're up here at the same time, it's easy for the left hand to drown out the right. So you got to tone the left hand down. You got to balance the hands out a little better. So you may need to play this left hand maybe a moderately soft. You have to experiment. This is loud, but this needs to blend with it slightly in the background. So adjust. This, you stay moderately loud in the left hand. And then very loud, just make sure the quarter note gets a little more oomph than the eighth notes. So it's ba-bum. Now what it'll take for the left hand while we're here, I'll measure 30, because you're coming up here, here, and then you gotta go down to here for measure 31. If you can, just use thumb on the C natural. So it's here, just scrunch up, put thumb on it, and then you can reach that. That makes it a little easier. Now when you get a handle on that, then we can start thinking about the tempo, because it's a fast piece. Somewhere in the neighborhood is just a suggestion, and it's got to be accurate though, so it's what do you think it is? Please don't copy me on it. You got to make it yours. Get to know it where you're comfortable enough in it and you can get into the music and you can really make it into music. You're not just playing note, 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 note. You're playing music. I like to play it with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do any dynamics. So I'll give us 4 counts. Let's just go real super slow. 1 and 2 and ready and go, and 1 and 2. 2, rest.